What's up, guys? We're back with Barcoded Chats with your girl Niteria and
Sydnee.
We're back giving you the hottest tea, a quick food review, and of course we're going to spend most of the episode on Potomac since we didn't get to it last episode.
Yes, so please stay tuned for the entire episode. Now, we did not have a food review this week for you guys. So sorry. But I have compiled a list of all of the restaurants we have eaten at for August. So go to Barcoded Chats on Instagram or Barcoded Chats on Twitter, and you will be able to see all of those restaurants, and you should definitely go eat at them because they pretty much, 10 out of 10 for us. Houston food be hitting. So
it does be hitting. We know people will travel to Houston to get them something to eat. So definitely go check out our Instagram and Twitter to get those restaurants. Like Sydnee said, we don't have a new food review for this week, but we did go to Lone Star Barbecue again yesterday for Labor Day. They're usually not open on Mondays, but they were open for Labor Day yesterday because they were getting so much traffic because they were on ABC 13. Mm-hmm. If nobody knows what they are a black-owned barbecue restaurant located in Spring off of Walters Road. They're called Lone Star Barbecue. They were getting so much publicity from being on the news. They had to open an extra day for Labor Day, so they did come in yesterday, take a few orders. The wait was very long, but it is so worth it. So if you haven't go check them out, go check them out. They're posted on our Instagram. All that good stuff.
They also have their own Instagram. I believe it's Lone Star Barbecue, but like we say, you can find all of that in the description boxes of our episodes, and just make sure to check the link on our IG. Now, let's move in to these crazy social gossip streets. All right. Now, did y'all hear R. Kelly got beat up in jail? Not beat up, but an inmate did fight him. Like, straight up, this happened a couple weeks ago. R. Kelly was attacked by come to find out he used to be like a former head of the Latin Kings. So this man is in jail he's in jail for racketeering, but he's convicted for racketeering, but he was charged with murder. But he missed that murder charge.
So he don't give a fuck.
So he missed that murder charge. So he got murdered, he got racketeering. He used to be the head of the Latin Kings. He know what's good. But apparently it came out though he wasn't really just trying to attack R. Kelly because he was R. Kelly. He was really upset that because of COVID, but also because of some continuous R. Kelly protesters protesting in favor of R. Kelly.
Yes, so I did not know that R. Kelly got beat up, but I did see people protesting free R. Kelly. So I was a little confused on why they were protesting, but I'm guessing that is why.
There are still some people out there who want to free R. Kelly and who believe he's being held wrongfully. We're not going to get into that. But
Sydnee is against all of that. I'm against what it is. We're not going to get on that because that's a whole different subject.
Okay, just don't play his music around me. Anyways.
Lord have mercy.
The man really was just frustrated that he hasn't been able to get privileges to use the computer and stuff, and he's trying to fight something on his case. And so he needs the computer, and he needs his privileges to be able to do research and stuff. And so between R. Kelly protesters outside, which apparently makes it difficult for inmates to be able to do stuff, and then with COVID restrictions, he was just mad, and R. Kelly was his ticket to get somebody attention. So R. Kelly had to take one for the team, and he fought that nigga. So, but I think we're all happy about that. Anywho.
Yikes.
So, also, we had some lovely people in Lake Travis this past weekend. These 45 supporters decided to get in their little boats and take to the Austin waters. And what happened? They drowned. Not everybody, but the boat sank.
They literally had pictures of the boats at the bottom of the freaking ocean with the Trump flag. That's what y'all get.
I think that was fake, but that was funny. But I just don't. I mean, I guess we're all entitled to our opinion, so I can understand. There's two sides. People are always gonna, people think I'm crazy for what I believe, and I think other people are crazy for what they believe.
Right.
So I understand it, but I don't know. It's just like he just does such things that
are preposterous
against human nature and human rights as a human, not my fucking color, as a human, that are just wrong.
Right.
Just don't understand. But I think it's also really funny on Twitter. Somebody tweeted, there's a video of Lizzo shaking up a salad. And you know, people they pour their dressing and then they close the salad and you shake it. And somebody said, Poseidon, when he heard them Trump supporters on the ocean. Shaking up the... Hilarious. We might tweet that also on the IG, so check it out. Or on Twitter. Check us out there too. But so speaking of how insensitive he is, that rally was just ridiculous, but God don't like ugly. So I see here, because if you haven't, you should check out blavity.com. Great black news hub. But they have a little article on here. Trump is trying to ban cultural sensitivity training within the government. Like, straight up. No, he claims that the anti-racist and equality programs are divisive and anti-American propaganda. He thinks that having cultural sensitivity training is nothing more than people basically having the platform to explain white privilege and to say white privilege is real, and he basically wants to stop that. Like, I just don't understand how we can continue. How can we accept this man? Like, how can we...
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just gets me. You want to ban cultural sensitivity training? You want to ban something and call it anti-American?
Yeah, it's not the same. Until we get him out of office, America will never be great again. Until this man is up out of here.
No, but really, and I know people are having some hard times with Kamala and Joe, and I get it's not the pairing you wanted, it's not a pairing you would have chose. I get it, but we can't keep this man in office. He wants to ban cultural sensitivity training. Like, what sense does that make? Like, and to me, that's just dictator type things, because you're trying to ban something that really is going to teach somebody or open them up or show them how to think in a different way. You're trying to keep everybody thinking how you think.
That's very ignorant.
Exactly. So we'll leave it at that. Check out Blavity and read that entire article, if you will. But yes, he basically thinks that sensitivity training is making America divisive. No, sir. The things that you do and the things that you implement is what makes America divisive.
Everything about Donald Trump is negative. Negative. But on to lighter news. Let's talk about Potomac. Let's go ahead and get into the juicy stuff. We didn't drop a Potomac review last week for y'all, so we are definitely gonna drop a juicy one for y'all tonight.
Right now.
We're going to do 2 weeks worth of Potomac. We're going to do this Sunday, and then we're going to do the previous Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, y'all. What do we want to pick a girl to start with like last time? Do we want to jump in on a particular subject?
Let's jump into Wendy. Let's jump into the newbie. As Monique put on her robe, newbie. First of all, I would have been highly upset that Monique put newbie on my robe, because you know my name. You know my name. The producers know my name. The other cast members know my name. If you didn't know my name, you could have asked somebody my name. But the fact that you put newbie on my robe, I feel a little disrespected.
But you know, like, I'm just looking at Housewives as a whole franchise. You know they always gotta do something to the new girl. They always gotta remind them that they're new.
Right.
Like, I just feel like that's what they all love to do. They just, you're new, don't forget, but yes, you're very right. She could have, it would, as newbie, Wendy, Wendy has less characters in it, I think, actually, than newbie are about the damn same. So,
right.
Girl, but I still like Wendy. I know she's been a little abrasive when she called Ashley a fake bitch at the dinner table.
But let's not forget, when Wendy got mad, Wendy was like, "Make sure you address me. I'm Dr. Wendy to you." Okay, look, that's what we not gonna do, because yes, we remember you have 4 degrees. You don't let us forget. And that's all good and dandy. I'm all for, black women being educated, doing something with themselves. But for you to throw that in my face when you're trying to basically throw me down, put me down, call me Dr. Wendy. Like, bitch, I won't even call you nothing. How about that? I'll just act like you're not there.
But I do understand, though, I do have 4 degrees, and I think it's just a defense mechanism. It's just a defense mechanism as you cross the line, we not friends like that. So if you're gonna address me by my professional name, because we're not friends.
Okay, but let's also remember, you also called this lady broke. You coming in as a new lady on the show, you knew. Everybody at this table know that Ashley ain't broke. And yeah, she tried to clarify and said, I was saying that Michael's not broke, Ashley's broke. Well, baby, at the end of the day, she's married to Michael, and what's his is hers and hers is his. So as a collective, they're not broke. So talk about what you know. If you're going to talk about me, state the facts. And that's just that on that. And really, Wendy's just mad because she didn't bring her baby. But that's not my fault. You decided not to bring your baby. You decided to leave your baby with the nanny or the husband or the grandma. That's not my fault. If you want to bring your baby, you should have asked Monique, hey, can I bring my baby on the trip? Just like Ashley felt comfortable enough to ask him. But y'all getting mad at Ashley for bringing her baby. But at the end of the day, Ashley could also afford a nanny to come on the trip too. So you talking about Ashley's broke, but baby girl, she bought herself, her baby, and her nanny. So who's broke is not Ashley.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that at that. That you can't be broke if you're doing that. Granted, but my thing is, honestly, I feel like if Wendy wanted to be upset at Monique. Right. Personally, exactly. Be upset at Monique because Monique knew both of y'all
had
newborns, and she knew that Ashley might not have known. Ashley could have been just a surprise. This could have went the other way. Ashley could have left her child and you could have brought yours.
Right. And Ashley would have been upset.
This could have been, and once again, whose fault would that would have been? Monique still.
Right. And I think if that was turned around and Ashley was the one upset, I don't think that Ashley would have got mad at Wendy, because Ashley wasn't going to put her anger towards Wendy. She probably would have spoke to Monique about it. But at the end of the day, Ashley did what she wanted to do. She asked Monique, can I bring my baby? I'm still coming. And Monique was probably like, okay, as long as you come and you bring in a nanny, why not? I wouldn't see a problem with it.
Exactly. It just had to be communicated. And Monique didn't communicate that.
At all. But again, Monique has a baby. So, Wendy's getting all mad, but the host has her own children. So
I think they wanted to lead them babies.
Honestly. But
also, that is Ashley's friend. She might not be being paid. So she might not need no money.
Okay, but again, even if she not being paid, you brought somebody where you don't have to be with your child 24/7. So you made accommodations for yourself.
You can still be present on the trip. It's not like she got her baby in her lap right now.
Exactly. And Wendy's like, I had to do so much, and I had to put this, and this in order for me to be present on the trip. Okay, so did everybody else. Everybody on this trip has kids. Whether they're an infant or they're an adult. They have children. And they made accommodations to be here as well. So you want us to throw you a pity party because you left your kids at home? So did everybody else.
That's true.
You're making it about you, and it's not.
But she did apologize to her, and she told her that she was being in her feelings, and So you just have to realize when it's feelings versus being correct.
At least she was adult enough to apologize. So that I do hand clap for Wendy.
Okay.
For apologizing. But yeah, she still went back and had a little conversation with Candace about the situation, and she was being fake, talking about those bitches wanted me to apologize, and I said fuck you. No, you didn't, because the next day you went and apologized. So you talking that hot shit with Candace, the most messiest bitch, which I don't even understand why you talking to Candace, because wasn't Candace just mad at you because you was talking about Candace to Robin?
No, I don't think they really have talked about that.
Yeah, because Candace is probably scared of Wendy.
No. See, Wendy and Candace is friends. I think Candace brought Wendy on the show.
She did bring...
Okay.
Yeah, she did bring Wendy on the show. And that's why I was saying, why would Wendy go behind Candace's back and talk to Robin about what Candace said?
I don't know if that was going behind the back, but Robin was just like, girl, what have you heard? Did Candace tell you anything about us? And she was
and Wendy chose to say the most negative thing that Candace said, which was Giselle was a monster. Wendy could have chose not to say that. You can choose to be messy, or you can choose not to be messy. Come on now, we're adults. We're not in high school. You can decipher the difference in between being messy, not being messy, and what's gonna blow up and what's not gonna blow up. And she knew by telling Robin about Candace saying Giselle's a monster that was gonna blow up.
But to think back though, if that's the only thing that Candace said about Giselle, which I think that's the only thing Candace said about Giselle.
I doubt it.
What else am I supposed to say?
You see what Karen's saying about Giselle? She's saying my girl can't dress.
But see, Karen saves it for the confessionals, which is what everybody should do. That way y'all can get mad at the reunion.
Exactly. And that's because Karen don't give a damn. Karen's going to say what she going to say. You going to like it or you not.
Karen has been cracking me up this whole season. She like funny. Like her talking about Giselle can't dress. Her talking about she's wanted to eat her fish. Her in this pink suit. Yes.
And they talking about she looked like Pepto-Bismol. I think my girl was killing the pink formation.
I thought she was
outfit.
really cute actually. I don't know what that is. I thought it was cute. It was just a little out of left field.
It was out of left field. And I do think she could have included Ray, because that was supposed to be a party for both of them moving back to Potomac, not just Karen. So I do agree with Robin on that. She should have included Ray on everything. But hey, that's why Ray went to bed early. And Ray and Karen, they really having problems. Like even this episode that came on last Sunday when Karen called Ray to check on him while she was on the trip, like she was like, "Why aren't you excited to hear from me?" And he was just like, "Oh, like, sir,
something's going on." Like, but what Karen says, he basically is ready to move to Florida, and she's like, "No, I have my businesses," and he don't care about her businesses
because, like she said, Ray's 20 years older than her, and when they were younger and she was 30 and he was 50, it was all hot and cool. And now that she's in her 50s and he's in her 70s, he's ready to settle down and probably chill and retire and do retired shit. And she's still like, I'm in my 50s, I'm still ready to make this money, get out here, do appearances and all that stuff. And Ray ain't for that. And I think this is right now is where the age is getting to become a problem.
But I think, because I hold this to Erica and her husband, which she's in her 40s and he's in his 70s, and he still supports her. But I will say, Erica's husband is still working and Ray is not working. So that and maybe if Ray was still working, it could be very different. But I feel like that still shouldn't stop Ray from being able to support Karen. You can still chill at home and support me in what I'm doing.
See, now he's bored. He's sitting at home by himself. And Karen's out here. She's starting her perfume line. She's filming. She's doing all this stuff. And he's sitting at home alone now. Now he don't like that because now, his daughter's off in college. Karen's son doesn't live there. So he's by himself. And guess that can get pretty lonely. But they're not the only ones with marital problems, because child, Monique said she was going to put her husband's stuff up in the box next to Candace. Now, if the box is next to Candace, it is a problem.
That's a big problem. No, I thought you was about to talk about Ashley, which I'll get to that next, because she said something too. But no, which I believe the Which now I believe the affair, and I believe that's why Monique don't want to talk about it, because I think she did it.
I think she did it too, because Monique is really tired of her husband not giving her what she wants. Like, you could literally see when they're at the lake house and she's like, you know, when the husbands are supposed to come and barbecue and do all of that for the ladies, and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna have enough time to barbecue and swim and all that. Well, sir, I'm sorry, I didn't think it was about you. I thought it was about the ladies, but you're trying to make it about you, talking about I'll just cater something instead of cooking. Like, that's not what husbands do. If husbands are supposed to come in, you're supposed to cook, you're supposed to, you know, if that's what you're doing for your wives for the weekend. Like, why are you just trying to order something and take the easy way out? And like Monique says, she's just going to put it in the box. She's not going to make it an argument right now because it's not worth it. And she said eventually the box is going to fall and it's going to spill over and she's just going to have a mess to clean up. So you could tell by that little comment right there, she's done with the bullshit. She's not going to keep putting up with it. 3 kids or not. 4 kids with T'Challa.
I just think there's planning. If my thing is, you can do your fishing and stuff, which is another thing to say you didn't put no thought into this, because who's to say you can't show up early? Who's to say you can't show up early and go do your fishing in the morning? That way you can get started on the cooking by a certain time. Or who said you can't start on the cooking early and keep it warm for us? You know, just start on a little. That way you can have time to do your fishing and your swimming. And how much fishing and swimming? What do you have to do? Why is it such a problem to do something for your wife? That's his issue. Chris wants to be waited on. Chris wants a servant. Yes. And I'm sorry, but I always got to take it back to the first season. His mama was so rude to her.
Yeah, and I think that's why Monique has such a problem with the mom, because Chris is a mama's boy and he wants Monique to wait on him hand and foot like his mama once did. And that's not what Monique is going to do. She got 3 kids. What's she going to wait on you for?
And then you're not even helping me do anything? Why would I have any need to reciprocate something to you or give you something that you're not giving to me? Like
he's the type of man that's like, that's a woman's job.
Exactly. And then the fact that I think this is the last episode, but just the fact that he equated her taking her to dinner to the fact that she would have to give up something. I'm married to you, sir. Like, you really gonna sit here and tell me you...
I'm married to you. I take care of this house. I take care of these 3 kids. I take care of this bird. I take care of your stupid ass.
I have a blog and a podcast.
Right. I have businesses.
That he does. They do that together, though, I think.
Okay, a podcast. We're doing a podcast together, but we also both have full-time jobs. And I'm a teacher out here teaching the youth, you know what I'm saying, virtually, so y'all pray for me. But anyways, that's besides the point. So, yes, like, she's doing so many things, and you can't just simply take her out to dinner or make her breakfast in bed or wake up and let her sleep in and you take care of the kids or something, like something small. Like, it doesn't even have to be you take her out to dinner. Like, just do something for her in the household. Clean up for her. Like, do the laundry. Like, men act like it's so hard to please a woman, and I feel like it's so easy. Sheesh. It's easy to please a man.
They do. They really kind of act like, oh my God, like, y'all come with such rules. And like, you ever heard that damn joke about our vagina should come with a manual and all this kind of stuff? You need a flashlight, you get lost down there. And I'm just like, those types of just like small jokes that get passed through movies, through family, through friends, like, that's the type of stuff that like makes people, I'm gonna say people, because females, I feel like, believe it. Some women don't even touch them own selves because they don't know what's going on, because they believe we're these complicated beings because it's something that the man has set up because they don't want to take the time to figure us out.
Yep.
Like, and she married to somebody like that, and that's why
that's very
I don't
unfortunate.
see how y'all be out here taking stuff so lightly and getting married and letting these niggas shoot the club up, cause
and if you don't know what shoot the club up be, like Gucci said, if I'm shooting the club up, that mean I'm fucking her raw.
Cause I can't. Y'all childish out here. Childish.
Yeah. Please watch who y'all make y'all baby daddies. We've luckily gotten through
It's
these 26
females out there with Future as they baby daddy.
Unfortunate again. We have luckily made our 26 and 27 years baby daddy free with God's will. You know, shout out to my man upstairs.
No, but really.
But yeah, you know, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it that way as long as we can.
Keeping it that way. But anyway, speaking of
baby daddies,
back to Potomac and talking about another marriage that's failing, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she's sitting there on the phone talking about, yeah, well, it don't feel no different because I'm used to being away from Michael all the time, so it's kind of easy. I was just like, well,
you still away from this man? You'd have been away from this man since season 1. Since whatever season you came on, season 2. Like, girl, you still away from this man and you don't think something ain't adding up? Like, you're not trying to put context clues together. You're not going through his phone. You're not following him. You're not putting... Like, I'm not understanding why it's 3-4 years later and you still not with this man.
I don't understand. It's too many of the same stories and allegations that are being brought to my front door. I'm a person who believes... I've grown to this. I used to think like, oh, if you cheat, that's it. Now I believe that, you know, maybe you should work through it. Maybe there are all types of reasons. That's your relationship and that's up to you. I do believe in that kind of
You may get one good time.
I do believe in that kind of now. But in this situation, when it's a bunch of the same stories and those types of like, that's something y'all got. I mean, I don't see how they haven't had like long conversations about that. That's something she can't be. That's like, I don't know, because that's a lot.
Yeah, this man done touched.
He
grabbed a man's butt in the club. Another housewife's husband's butt in the club at that. He grabbed a cameraman's butt. He actually rubbed his dick across their butt.
No. I think he referenced to sucking Juan's dick. Don't know if he might have grabbed somebody's ass. Though.
No, he definitely touched the cameraman.
No, I know he touched the cameraman. That's the one. He referenced to sucking Juan's dick. He, what else? He's been caught a couple. See, remember that boy came out in that article and said that Michael used to pay him and he would fly to New York or somewhere or wherever. Yeah.
And then now, we have text messages that he's saying that he has a boyfriend and a wife.
Yes, our good messy girl Candace. She got a good messy friend.
No, messy friend, for real.
That hit her with the text message that let her know about the strippers, because he was in a strip club. And, yeah, told all his business. And now Candace, but I do understand Candace, like, if I was Candace, I wouldn't want that information either. Me and you, like, wasn't friends. We kind of trying to be friends again.
Right, she's going to think it was intentional.
Okay.
But I would just simply show her the text message and be like, look, I woke up and this person texted me this. I didn't ask for the information. It was handed to me. You see what time the text message came in and you see what time I told you. So look.
That's literally what you have to do. Like, in that situation, that's literally what you have to do. Like, you just have to be so transparent and just be like, I'm not trying to come for you, girl. I wasn't trying to get caught.
Right.
But I got this information. I think you should know, despite what we've been through.
Right. And I'm trying to make sure our friendship starts out honest. So I'm just go ahead and boom, show you now. So you ain't blindsided. You won't hear from nobody else. You won't think I ran around and told nobody other than Giselle. But still. And you know, once you tell Giselle gonna tell Robin. Somebody else gonna like, yeah, it's gonna get around. But yeah, like they said, I mean, shit, Ashley be acting like everything is fine anyway. So at this point, it's like, what's the point of telling her? Because she gonna act like she don't care. She gonna still stay with him.
Because she been with him, and it don't seem like... Yeah.
And she ain't going to leave him. She done had a baby after, the 4th or 5th allegation of him messing with a man. And she done ended up having a baby with this man. So clearly she not going to leave.
And...
Or...
Just came out, she pregnant again.
At this point, maybe they're in a relationship to where she's paying... Like, that's his beard, you know? Like... He's paying her to be his wife, to have kids, to cover up his gayness, and she's letting him do whatever he wants. Because that's definitely a thing.
right there on her
Ooh,
Instagram.
that's baby.
Baby Darby number 2 arriving February 2021.
But send that in the group. Chelsea got to see that. That's crazy. Yeah, so, yeah.
Can I read the caption? It says, "There's no hiding this big belly anymore. We are elated to share our news with you. To say we are thankful is an absolute understatement. Heart emoji, hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac."
Y'all, pray for my girl Ashley because her man like boys. And she is having a baby with
Not
a
that that's a
baby.
problem if he does, but he needs to be honest if he does.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be honest because it's coming out on the show. People are like saying that you're touching them and stuff and whatever. And sir, if you like men, you just need to go ahead and be with you a man, and you would actually be wonderful co-parents, and you know, stop stressing this lady over these rumors because they keep getting brought to her and she's stressing and people are talking about, you know, her being okay with it. And
but maybe she is okay with it. Maybe it's just rumors because look, she done had another baby with the man. She look happy as hell in the background kissing him. So maybe she
get
blissfully
paid, young
happy.
nigga, get paid.
Hey,
Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
what?
Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. So I mean, who can blame her?
Just y'all pray for him. Pray for them all, cause they all going through it. Except Robin, she kind of doing okay. Juan finally gonna marry her ass.
I can't wait for him to propose.
I can't either. It's gonna be so cute. So I'm happy for her.
Yay! But yes,
This has been a great recap. That's pretty much everything. At least we had to discuss and to say. I think that covers like the last 2 episodes. We're low-key like kind of got it playing in the background right now too.
yeah. And this episode, this past Sunday, is a to be continued.
Yeah.
So this podcast will be continued.
Definitely, you better scan back in next week. All right, y'all. So make sure you share, like, subscribe. Let's keep growing.
Yes, tell all your people about it. But for now, all my Houston people, come with us. All my out of town people, stay with us. We're with Barcode Chats in the street. Let's get it.